Okay, so purging and recovering. I'm going to tell you what happened to me the last few days. Now, I've been dealing with this stuff in a pretty serious way for about 7 years, or sorry, a bit over 7 years, probably, maybe 8.5, 9 years, right? Um, but every now and then, and it's pretty rare, I'll have a bit of a crash, right? I'll go back into a bit of a tailspin, bit of a crisis, hit my low point again, and then sort of have to bounce back, right? And sometimes I can feel it coming on and I can interject and do something about it. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes it just sort of hits me, not out of nowhere, but it hits me faster than I can recover or avoid it, right? So last few days, sleep's been a bit cooked, right? I can get some insomnia sometimes. I don't know if you can get insomnia or if I just have trouble sleeping. Nothing specific, not having nightmares or flashbacks or any of that sort of shit. Not even overthinking, just can't sleep for whatever reason, right? Anyway, so last few nights I've had some pretty cooked sleeps, and you know what sleep can do to the body and the mind when you don't have it. So needless to say, during the day I've been a little bit testy, a bit moody, and then, overly emotional. And we're thinking about that, the monkey, the child, the philosopher thing. That monkey is not sleeping and he's not happy, all right? He's a bit grumpy. He's throwing some stuff around, getting a bit cranky. And the child, he's starting to cry and he's not happy either. He's not getting his needs met and he's thinking about how sad life is, right? So that's what I've been doing the last few days. Tired, defenses are down, monkey's going a bit crazy, and then the child inside is feeling a little bit sorry for itself, right? So I've been a little bit sorry for myself the last few days. And last night in particular, I was really, really fucking pissed off about not being able to sleep, going down that crazy rabbit warren that you go through in your head when you're a bit cooked, right? And I was thinking things like, I'm just a burden to my family. I'm never going to get better. This is never going to end. I'm just like, am I like psychotic? Is there something wrong with me? Is it something that I can't solve? Am I just going to be like this forever? And, because I believe in God, and you can call it whatever you want, right? I believe in God. For me, that's the devil, right? That's the devil coming for me, putting those lies in my head, trying to make me doubt myself, right? And whether you just, like I said, whatever you call that, I like to keep it simple and I just call it the devil because it's the antithesis of what you're supposed to be doing in life and what's true and what's going to make you feel better. So the devil has been in my head making this shit up, making me believe things, trying to isolate me from my family, tell me I'm not worthy, that I shouldn't be doing this type of stuff, helping people, et cetera, et cetera. And this morning I woke up, didn't feel any better. So, but I got a message from a friend and we talk fairly regularly, but just for whatever reason, he said, hey, this friend of mine there's no context to this. He said, this friend of mine is dying and he's got cancer and he's got a month to live. And he just went and did some skydiving with his daughter, and he's decided that he's not going to sit in hospital and extend his life for 6 months. He's going to sit outside hospital with his family and enjoy life for the next month, and then he's going to pass away. And he's happy with that. And I was laying in bed feeling sorry for myself, bit grumpy, blaming people, all that type of stuff, the rotten shit that you go through in your head, right? And I was like, man, didn't that just put things into perspective for me? So I got out of bed. My wife had already taken my daughter to daycare, had my other daughter with her as well. And I was going to go and say goodbye, but they were already gone. So I just went for this big walk for like 30 minutes, sent a video to this mate of mine, saying thanks for snapping me out of it. Got home, wife and younger daughter were there, and I just went straight back into that victim mentality, right? Like, they don't care. I'm not good enough. I'm just going to isolate myself from them, stay away from them because I'm just a problem and I'm just going to make things worse. So I jumped in the ice bath, which normally is relatively easy for me, but it was just really difficult this morning to get in that ice bath. I stood there for ages and I was just in that really sort of catatonic state where I was just overcome with the emotions and that elevated central nervous system and there's rotten thoughts going through my head. I jumped in there, and I'll talk about releasing emotions and crying and that type of stuff later. But I got in that ice bath and I just had to fucking cry out all this stuff and just get rid of it, purge it from my system, get rid of those emotions and release them. And it felt really cathartic. And I got out of the ice bath, still wasn't quite feeling myself, so I went and got in a warm bath. And again, like I said, I believe in God, so I prayed in the bath, and then my wife came in and she prayed for me as well. And I just felt, and then we sort of had to lay down and had a bit of a cuddle and a talk about it. And I just felt like I had to do all that. I had to blow this shit out of my system, get it out of there, purge it from me, so I could get over it, stop fighting it, like resisting it, trying to like outthink my brain, out emotion my emotions, out logic that crazy part of my brain. Whereas what I needed to do was just express it and feel it and then just get rid of it, let it come into my body and then get out, right? In that, whether that's in the form of crying it out, yelling, getting a bit fucking cranky or whatever, right? Going to the gym, anything. Prayer, who cares? Do your thing. So that's what I did this morning. And then I felt like I just purged it. It's just gone. And now I feel $1,000,000. And I'm down here in the shed filming some videos. I'm going to get a bunch of content done today and schedule it for the next, however many weeks, months. But the moral of this story is, whether you believe in God, the devil, praying or not, I don't care what your modality is. At some point, whatever rotten shit you're dealing with, whatever thing is, whatever your affliction is, and it's creeping up on you and you can feel it building and building and building, sometimes you just got to let it do its thing, and then you just got to release it, let it go in whatever way you need to. And like I said, I don't care if that's theological, philosophical, practical, whatever you need to do. I did all of those things this morning. Get rid of it. Let it do its thing and fuck it off out of your body. And once you've done that, you'll be free. You'll feel the burden lift off you, albeit temporarily. And then you can go and do whatever it is that you need to do for the rest of the day, the next hour, the next 30 minutes, and feel like yourself again, and feel like you've just freed up a little bit of space, or maybe a lot of space, right? I think there's something to be said, and it's so understated, about sometimes you just need to express your emotions and feel that thing and let it take its course and get rid of it. Because you can fight it, you can resist it, you can try and outthink it, outwork it as much as you want, but at the end of the day, you're a human being, and there are things that you're beholden to that you cannot control, you cannot fight, no matter what you do, no matter how much you try. So just let it do its thing, purge it, get it out, and then do the recovery part. Sometimes you can fight it, sometimes you can't. This morning, I couldn't fight it. I've been trying it for days. I just let it do its thing, and now it's gone, and I feel so much fucking better. So maybe this is going to help some people today, maybe not. But purge that thing, get it out of your body, get it off your shoulders, and then just keep living life and recover and do your thing.